The Lives of the Saints by Father Alban Butler, January 25th, St Poppo, Abbot of Stavelot. St Poppo was born in Flanders in 978 and received a pious education under the care of a most virtuous mother who died a nun at Verdun. In his youth he served for some time in the army, but even while he lived in the world, he found the spiritual food of heavenly meditation and prayer with which the affections of the soul are nourished to be incomparably sweeter than all the delights of the senses, and to give himself up entirely to these holy exercises, he renounced his profession and the world. In a visit which he made by a penitential pilgrimage to the holy places at Jerusalem, he brought thence many precious relics, with which he enriched the Church of Our Lady at Diesen, now a marquisate between Ghent and Courtrai. He made also a pilgrimage to the shrines of the apostles at Rome, and sometime after his return took the monastic habit at St Thierry, near Rheims. Richard, Abbot of Verdun, becoming acquainted with his eminent virtue, obtained with great difficulty his abbot's consent to remove him thither, and being made abbot of St Veda's at Arras upon the deposition of Fulrad, who had filled that house with scandalous disorders, he appointed Poppo procurator. In a journey which our saint was obliged to make to the court of St Henry, he prevailed with that religious prince to abolish the combats of men and bears. St Poppo was chosen successively prior of St Vedas, provost of St Vannes, and abbot of Beaulieu, which last he rebuilt. He was afterwards chosen abbot of St Vedas, and sometime later of the two united abbeys of Stavelot and Malmedy, about a league asunder, in the diocese of Liège, also 2 years after this of St Maximin's at Trier. Those of Arras and Marchienne were also committed to his care, in all which houses he settled the most exact discipline. He died at Marchienne on the 25th of January, in 1048, being 70 years of age. St Poppo received extreme unction at the hands of Everhelm, abbot of Houtmont, afterwards of Blandenberg at Ghent, who afterwards wrote his life, in which he gives a particular account of his great virtues. The body of St Poppo was carried to Stavelo and there interred. His remains were taken up and enshrined in 1624, after Baronius had inserted his name in the Roman Martyrology, for Molanus in his Indiculus, and Moraeus observed that he was never canonized. Chatelain denies against Trithemius that any commemoration was ever made of him in the public office in any of the abbeys which he governed, but Martin assures us that he was honored among the saints at Stavelo in the year 1624.